my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Loey. So I just said this in another video that I filmed, but number one, I'm sorry if there are any pesky little fruit flies going around. I feel like it's just hit that point in summer where they're everywhere. I don't know if you guys are like this too. Like if I have fruit out, if I have food out, if I have nothing out, it doesn't matter. They're just everywhere all the time. And I have like fly traps out, but I cannot catch like these like 3 of them, I feel like. Number 2, I think I'm not putting heat on my hair anymore, so if I look a little bit lion-esque, that's why. Today I wanted to do a good old-fashioned scary story reading. I know a lot of you guys have missed them on my channel, but I had to kind of work through some logistics in order to bring them back to you. I won't get too terribly into the details of that now, but there is a reason that so many of them are down on my channel. I get a lot of tweets from you guys asking why your favorite Reddit No Sleep story or something is down on my channel. I took them all down, and now I'm really only working with authors who give me direct permission to read their stories, or from one of you guys who sends me your stories to my LoeyLane Storytime Gmail, which is always linked down below. I was browsing through Thought Catalog, as I often do. They have an entire like creepy section over there, and I often like to react to some of it for my YouTube channel, but specifically I saw this story by Holly Riordan. The title alone was enough to grab me, and it says, "This gruesome, disturbing story will convince you to stop accepting airdropped photos." And literally a paragraph in, I knew I had to tell you guys about it. So I will link the story down below if you guys want to read along with me, but without any further ado, let's talk a little bit about why you shouldn't accept airdrops from just anybody. Mom told me, back in the good old days, kids would get detention for slipping handwritten notes to each other during class. My older sister told me kids would get detention in her classes for texting. The kids my age have gotten in trouble for texting too, but they mostly get in trouble for airdropping. If you're not technologically savvy, airdropping is like sending a mass text, except you're sending a photo and you're sending it to people outside of your contact list. Whatever picture you choose gets sent to everyone within a certain radius. Everyone. Kids would airdrop memes in the middle of assemblies, making fun of our principal. Or they would airdrop a snapshot of an important test so everyone in the cafeteria could see the questions ahead of time. One day, a picture went around of the class bully. It was a black and white yearbook photo. Someone drew red X's through his eyes. They drew blood drops trickling down his cheek and chin. Nobody thought much of the picture at first. Unfortunately, airdropping was known for bullying. Angry exes would airdrop nude photos of the girls who dumped them. Jocks would airdrop pictures of their extremities in the locker room. Boys would airdrop photos taken from the second story, looking town girl shirts. That's all to say, the picture of the bully with the bloody red X's wasn't the worst we'd seen. Not by far. No one even really talked about it until 6th period. An announcement went out across the school speakers. The principal herself spoke into the screeching microphone. She cleared her throat every few sentences, stumbling through the news that Barry Mullaney, our class bully, had passed away. There were gasps and shrieks and murmurs about the airdropped photo. A few kids who saved it to their phones showed the principal, just in case it mattered. Just in case there was some kind of murder and the photo was a clue leading to the killer. It wasn't a murder, though. Barry died from a car crash. He started the day with spiked orange juice, drove above the speed limit, and crashed himself into a tree. He was dead by the time the cops showed up. The school held an assembly in his honor. It didn't matter that it was supposed to be serious. Some kids airdropped SpongeBob and Kermit memes anyway. It didn't really bother anyone, not even the teachers. Barry was a known bully after all. No one cared about disrespecting his pseudo-funeral in the smelly auditorium. Aside from an RIP sticker plastered to his locker, school went on as usual. Everyone forgot about what happened. They stopped speculating about his death and the bizarre photo sent hours before we heard the news. They stopped caring. Until someone airdropped a new yearbook photo with X's on the eyes and blood trickling down the cheeks and chin. This time, the photo was of me. The whole class shifted in their seats, turning toward me. They waited for me to have some kind of stroke or heart attack, but I flexed my arms and told them I was going to live forever. They laughed and went back to their work. On the drive home, no one in 12th grade took the bus. I heard rattling in my car. My brake light flashed. I tried to switch my foot from the gas pedal to the brake pedal, but it clicked against the floor, without slowing my speed. The yearbook photo flashed in my mind. The red X's, the blood, dying up against a tree just like the school bully. I managed to compose myself enough to use the emergency brake. I skidded to a stop in the middle of the highway, but the other car swerved around me. I had made it out alive. The police assumed it was an accident with no one to blame, until I showed them the airdrop photo from that morning, along with the old airdropped photo of Barry. They reopened the case after talking to me. It turned out his death was a murder, after all. I've said before and I'll say again that I think that it's really interesting how creepypastas have kind of evolved to include current technology into the mix. Back in the day, we had the haunted cartridges, you know, the lost episode tapes, so on and so forth, the Facebook messages. And now I think it's so interesting that we're moving into a world of like airdrop being the horror story. The reason for this is if you have your settings on just right, just about anyone can airdrop you, just like it was said in this story. I know I've gotten memes airdropped to me while standing in line for the Incredicoaster at Disneyland or while getting my morning Starbucks. And sometimes they're funny memes and then sometimes it's stuff I don't necessarily want to see, although it's only happened once and then I was really smart and I just turned off my airdrop settings. I want to know what you guys think of this story down below. Does the idea of this super freak you out and the idea of some killer ruining the brakes in students' cars and then airdropping a photo around the school to warn everyone who's next freak you out, or is it just not your cup of tea? Let me know down below and let me know if there are any other stories that you want me to read here on my channel. Better yet, you guys can send me your own written stories to my LoeyLaneStorytime@gmail.com email. It is always linked down below. And by sending me that story, you guys just acknowledge that there is the potential of your story ending up here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I love you guys so much and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.